today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a two-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get... This one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A first down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 17.
And we'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
17-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Prescott's pass.
Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated. That was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
He was
given 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Vikings.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? When they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Joseph on 40.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And a Cowboy.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Taking no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Dallas.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On second down now, it's Elliott. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. If you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold them and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that he doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that. And maybe they get this game tied up.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
Double team and it's intercepted. Lift off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number one.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try to run for this. And they will break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Makes the score.
Well, the drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll just take a seat in the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try to create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Prescott sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle it as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down. He'll drop to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that was dangerous. Through into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it'll be incomplete. Problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
It's time to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. 3rd down here.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. They'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got their lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Strike for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it was a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. That's it. And bring this one back to the 29. So it was a drive that had real promise pass here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Amari Cooper.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been. Going down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the
24-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The running there is Cook, but no lane to be found as they'll stop him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They run it again with Cook. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
He's tackled at the 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man, found in Jefferson. Trying. And he will score. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13.
27. Cowboys 14. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Prescott sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And it's...
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll bang that one through. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time. They were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
17 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Zone now. Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, this is blocked. And the Vikings have got it. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Back up, son! Back up!
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on, dog!
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. I think people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to use his legs here. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Rick Joseph.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Loss of 6 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott's pass.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Over the middle complete. That's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Prescott yet again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Leaping, and he makes the grab. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. How were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue to feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,